Hey everybody, welcome back to another Tuesday night chat with the Muskrat. How you guys doing? How you doing? We had an interesting week last week. If you guys was able to tune in and catch us out on the water, we was having a ball, and it was a last minute opportunity. Kind of put us down in Alabama, but jumped on top of it and made it happen. Derek is actually he's grabbing some props for us. We was talking about some dragging for channel cats and whatnot. So he wants to grab some gear, kind of show you guys what he likes to do and what's been successful for him. That way, if you guys got questions or whatnot, it's a little bit easier to answer when we have visuals. I like visuals. I like pictures and stuff. But before I get started, I just want to say welcome everybody. Thanks for tuning in. Looks like JP3 was first one in the house tonight. Jumped in early along with Jason Lamb and Sampy, and Eric Jacobs was up in there chatting for a little while before we got rolling in. Want to be outdoors is Ohioan for life, I believe. Maurice Kaysen. We also got Ernie Brown and Chrissy Brown in the house. Jim from Buckeye Catfishing. Betty Cross. I'm sure Brandon Cross is tuning in as well. We got my buddies Zach and Skip both tuned in. So thanks, guys, for joining. Hilljack Fishing, Mike Kaufman, Outdoors and Adventures is in here as well. Country Boy Catfishing, Thomas Littlepage, Brandon with Catfishing Dreams, Kentucky Big Cats and Bourbon, Minnow Dunkers, my buddy Tommy Long. And he's starting to roll in now. Mike Irvin, Fishing with the Chad. Boy, we'll circle back to that there. I feel like a proud father. You got Chad and Dee going down there and take a second place in that tournament. That was awesome. So we'll try to circle back around and catch up with that. There's Brad Fishing with the Squirrels in the house. Tom with LG Bass. Freddie Beck from South Carolina, and welcome, Freddie. I think you're new to the channel. Thanks for tuning in, checking us out. Kevin Palmetto Cats is in the house. It looked like Kevin also had a good turnout for a good day of water fishing down there on Wiley. Let's see who else we got. Kentucky Catman Outdoors, Jim Catman Clark. It's always good to hear from Jim. He actually gave me a call yesterday, just catching up, just catching up, which is always good. Mike Greenwell's in the house. Two Stands Fishing. What's up, guys? I know I've been kind of out of the scene, way off the page or off the radar for a few minutes. My daughter came into town from Connecticut. Of course, I spent some time driving out there to get her, and got her back. And then we had she had an opportunity to go spend some time with her mother's side of the family. Well, she hasn't seen in a while, so we agreed to that, and she went over to spend some time there with her aunt. And so I decided to go down and spend some time in Alabama with my buddy Zach, and so we both took a win out of that one. Let's see who else we got in the house. Sogo joined in. Thanks, buddy, for stopping in. And hey, Hannah. Hey, Hannah. Hey. If you could,
hey, Roger.
Hey, make sure you guys are off the Wi-Fi for just while I do this. Yeah. That way I don't run into problem. Thank you, guys. All right. I'm live on here. Oh. I got the girls tuned in, checking us out over here. Justin's Fishing Fetish in the house. Thanks for joining in. But waiting on Derek to jump over from Ohio Catfish Chasers. What's up? I got my daughter making sure I'm looking crisp. I don't know if that's real. Oh, Chris Thacker's in the house. Thanks for tuning in. Appreciate it. So while we're waiting on Derek to hop back on, you guys know that a lot of times he's got some connection issues, but he was I kind of sprung it on him at the last second. See, girls, asked him to get some props for us, and if he could have a good setup for us. So he's working on that for me right now. Dee's in the house. So we'll go ahead and talk about that for a second. So Dee and Chad going down to Lake Wiley. Man, I tell you, I'm just so proud of, Chad over the last, year, maybe year and a half, from where we started fishing together. He was really green. I'm still green as far as I'm concerned. But man, just his passion and his willingness to learn, and just dove straight in head first. And not only tournament fishing, but just really was excited to chase trophy catfish. And then, go to Lake Wiley. So as far as I understand, you guys really didn't get a pre-fish a whole lot. You guys made it out and like a day. And then go out there and take second place on a lake like that. That was awesome. That was really a great accomplishment. Something awesome to put in your, your accolades and list of accomplishments and all that. So when the sponsors start coming knocking on your door, you want to make sure you have all this stuff ready to go. What else we got? Yep, Chad and Dee, congratulations to you both. So it was good. I did not get a catch last night's show. Like I said, I apologize. I'm missing a lot of shows. I'm going to have a lot of catching up to do. Once the girls head back home, I believe they're leaving on Saturday. But yeah, time with them is we've been staying busy. We try to make some build a fire tonight, make some s'mores, and between the wind being 30 mile an hour and the temperature dropping about 30 degrees, we went from 62 degrees today. They're calling for 1 to 3 inches of snow tonight. No good, no fun. No fun. PD's in the house. What's going on, buddy? So then also circle back around and say that, we made it down to Alabama. And, as always, Alabama hardly ever disappoints. And this trip was no different. We was able to hook up with Doc Lang. Doc opened his house to us, and he jumped in a boat with us on Monday, and we went and checked out Pickwick, which is the lake below Wilson, which we like to fish Wilson a lot. But after we fished Pickwick, we felt more comfortable to us because it's a narrower lake, and it had some flow. So it felt more like a river than a lake to us. And, we was able to pinpoint some areas that look, what we would target at home. And so we was able to get on some good fish that day. We spent a couple days up on Wilson chasing fish. We hooked up with a few nice ones. We lost a couple big ones. I know Zach had his heart broke. He had a tremendous takedown. We suspended in about 60 foot of water, and the trees were sticking up about 20 feet. So we were suspending baits right over on top of the trees. And he had a major takedown and ran him down into a trot line. And the reason we know it's a trot line is because one of the other lines got snagged in it, and we was able to break a piece off and bring the trot line part of it up. But this big fish we wasn't able to get him out of there. So that was a tough call. Of course, you guys, if you were tuned in, saw when we was fishing at night there on last Tuesday night below the dam, we decided to go ahead and throw a couple baits out while we were live. And I know Zach had a takedown. It was like he just hooked the back of a train, and it just took off, never slowed down. And unfortunately, we didn't have a stinger hook in that bait, and he was able to yank the bait off. And then I had the exact same thing happen on mine. We had a major takedown and takeoff, but he actually got in the other line, and I reeled in the wrong pole. The pole that looked like it was the one he was on turned out not to be the fish. Was on that line. He was on the other line. And because I was reeling in the wrong line, it was able to give slack to the other line, and he was able to get away. So a couple heartbreaks, but man, when you're thinking about fishing down there is every time that rod goes down, you don't know if it's a 100-pounder or not. Up here at home, I mean, it could be a 40, 50-pounder, but there's no chance it's a 100-pounder. Well, I don't say no chance, but very, very slim chance it's a 100-pounder. So going down there, man, just every time the rod drops, your heart just jumps because you don't know. It's awesome. So if you end up checking this out, Doc, thank you again for being so willing to lend your home to us for a week, and obviously, it always teaches some things. You can't hang around Doc without soaking up knowledge. He's just that good. Derek, you good over there? I think he's good. I'm going to bring him in. We'll see what happens. There you are.
For now.
That's all right, buddy. We'll work through the problems.
Skip just messaged me, said, we're waiting on you. You didn't forget, did you? We were just talking about me being forgetful a minute ago. So,
yeah. All right. Well, hey, Derek, I know we've had you on the show before, but, we've got a lot of new folks that come in and out of the show. So if you don't mind, kind of introduce yourself, where you're from, what you like to do, and, what got you started, if you don't mind.
No, that's cool. So, yeah, those of you that don't know, I'm Derek with Ohio Catfish Chasers. Obviously, I like catfishing. I do a little bit of bird hunting in the fall. I try to deer hunt, but I suck at it, so I might give that up. But so I'm from Southwest Ohio, and I fish mostly lakes right now. But if Roger has anything to do with it, that's going to change, and he's going to get me on the river one way or another. So, that's pretty much it. I just like being outside, hanging out, enjoying the outdoors. And so I guess what got me started fishing when I was growing up, living with mom and dad, they had a little pond out in front of the house, and it just had your typical, bluegill, bass, catfish, things like that. And I can't get any venison. I'm just giving up on sitting out in the cold. But, me and dad was always down there fishing all the time, and he was more of a bass fisherman. But for some reason, ever since I was young, I just like catfish. And then I won't say I got out of it, but I kind of slacked off on fishing for a while. Kind of like, high school when I was graduating and stuff, trying to, get my life started or whatever. And then I got a boat probably, I think it's been about 6 years ago now. And I just hit it hard ever since, and fish pretty much every chance I get, unless my boat wants to break down like it has been here lately.
Yeah, I seen the comment there. Get that boy to the river, man. I think my boat would just pretty much stay in the river if I could get it running right. I got so many things I want to do, and so many places and so many people I want to fish with right now. I want to be everywhere at the same time. Unfortunately, the fishing event last weekend on Wiley, boats have been down for that. I got another fishing trip supposed to be going up to Lake Erie within a couple weeks, and if I can't get the boat running, that's going to get shut down. So, yeah, it's killing me.
Are you fishing that tournament up there?
No. We're going to go up for walleye.
Okay.
We may go after some catfish as well, but we're going up mainly for walleye.
Right, they're up there, both of them.
Somebody's calling you Ohio Pheasant Chasers. I don't know if you know who that would be, but
I'm going to guess that's Brandon Cross.
Dead on.
That's a grouse, but still.
Well, that's pretty bad. You don't have I have your gear on. Look at that. Oop.
I got the hat on.
Ohio Catfish Chasers. I don't know if you can even see that.
Yeah.
Yeah, Derek's got some cool gear. Let's see, turn that around. My hat, Ohio Catfish Chasers. I've been helping try to support Derek a little bit and get all the saw one of his stickers up at Buckeye. Look at that.
That's awesome.
That is cool.
I bet I know who that was. I hope he's not watching. I can't think of his name right now. But there's a few people up kind of toward that way, and a few of them have some stickers and shirts, things like that. So I bet it's one of a couple people I'm thinking of. But I don't think he's really on YouTube. I see him more on Facebook, so I don't know, if he'd be on here or not.
It's possible. We're tuned in on Facebook as well. I don't think I've seen hardly. I don't think I've seen anyone comment from Facebook yet. Oh man, Tommy's just trying to kill us right there. Fried up 2 pounds of morels last night.
Wow.
I haven't even been in the woods, man.
Send some my way.
I was trying to talk to girls into going for a walk today and see if we can't find some, but they did want to go fishing for a little bit. We made it over to my buddy's pond and snuck some bluegills and stuff out of there. Just wanted to kill some time. But so Derek, what's your favorite technique then for catching these big channel cats? We'll talk about big channel cats because we can catch channel cats most of the places in the country, but it takes a little more finesse and strategy to catch these big channel cats. And I've watched you catch quite a few large channel cats. So what's your favorite method or strategy to target the big guys?
So as far as strategy to target the big fish, honestly, I'm not sure there is one. It's just weeding through them until you get to the big ones. You know what I mean? I've been pretty lucky, honestly, as far as my, big fish to little fish ratio, especially last year. That's funny. But no, I drag pretty much, I would say 99.9% of the time, for the trolling motor down, pick a spot, get the baits out. I got my rod back here. I can show my rig here in a minute for those that aren't familiar with it. But pretty much, just get 4 rods out, 6 rods depending on where I'm fishing, and just get baits out, get them on bottom, and just start dragging somewhere. That usually what I'll do is I will pick my spots like the night before or the day before. I'll pull up Navionics and I'll just start looking, kind of depending on the time of year, get the depth range that I'm wanting to fish, and then kind of just look for structure or ledges or anything like that. That would hold a fish, and I just go put the boat on it and just start dragging down it and hope they're there.
Right. So do you have maybe it changes throughout the season, but do you have a favorite or go-to bait that you use to drag? And
yeah, for me, it doesn't really change. I know a lot of people will say, bluegill during the hot of the summer or vice
right.
versa, shad during the hot of the summer or whatever. For me, it's easier. I just use shad all the time, cut shad. Occasionally, when they're there, the little shad, I'll throw those on whole live, but they usually don't stay alive very long. But really, I don't have that good luck on them. So, I'm not, throwing out a half-pound shad like some people, looking for big flatheads. So usually I just right. If they were more, if they were more frequent where I fish, I might do it more often. But I'd rather catch some channel cat than sit there for 2 months waiting on a bite. But I cut shad pretty much all the time.
All right. And so what type of rigs are you dragging then? Do you have any available there? I see my wife tune in, so thanks, Janice. Apparently she's not having too bad of a night at work. Rob, 2 old vets, thanks for stopping in, buddy. Appreciate you. Let's see, let's see if I can't catch a couple folks here while we're getting things separated.
Were you talking to me? You started cutting out.
No, you're good, buddy. Oh. We're gonna have to invest in this guy some Wi-Fi boosters, but we'll wait on him to come back in. Let's see what happens here.
He shows connection issues with Derek. How about that?
Connection issues with Derek. That's all right.
Every time, man. So anyway, while we got some service here, I run a sinker slide on all of mine. That way, for the 0.1% chance I do anchor, I can just unclip this, which is my dragging weight, and throw on a coin sinker or something like that. But these ones, step back a little bit. The longer ones are the ones I seem to have the best luck with. And I think the reason is only to about here has weight in it. everything here is a foam backer rod, so it kind of floats a little bit better, you know, when you're on the bottom. That way, when it comes up to a log or a rock or whatever, it already has a head start over it. So then after my sinker slide, I'll run some kind of a, you know, bead or a rubber stop to protect the knot. Then some kind of swivel. I've been running these chain swivels. That just lets that was almost bad. That just lets your leader line, you know, twist without actually twisting up, because before I started running those, there was times that my line would be coming back in, you know, like this pretty much. And you're not going to catch a fish that way. So some kind of swivel, and then basically just a Santee rig, you know what I mean, down to some kind of a float, which I've been running the rattles more than the floats. As far as if they work or not, I don't know. It does seem like, to me at least, on the tough bite days, when you only catch one fish or two fish, it seems like they both come on the rattles. Now, when, you know, it's, you know, prime time and they're hitting left and right, it doesn't seem like they care. You know, that's just my opinion. And then I run it down to just a 5/0. I've been using these Diachi D85s, and I've been having really good luck with them. So that's pretty much, you know, like I said, 99% of the time my rig.
Gotcha. So seeing how you're doing mostly dragging, what kind of rods are you running? What kind of action do you look for dragging those?
So I won't go get all this in the shop, but this is a Catfish Sumo 7.5. Let me make sure I get this right. I don't want to get it wrong. It's a medium heavy power, moderate fast action tip. And
gotcha.
I like the, you know, a little bit faster action tips, just that way it kind of, when the fish hits it, it'll let it load up better, in my opinion. But as far as if it matters or not, I've used quite a few, you know, different weights and actions and all that stuff. And as long as you're not using a broom handle, it seems like with a good sharp circle hook, they're pretty much going to load up every time. I mean, obviously you're going to have your short strikes, you know what I mean? But if they take it down, usually they're going to hook up. But I like those. They seem to work pretty good for me. I've also used drawing a blank. It's an older rod, an Eagle Claw. I was using one of those for a while.
Okay, yeah.
And I was having pretty good luck with it too. I was having really high hookup ratios with it. So
looks like Zach came up with a new name for us, Musketeers. We'll stick with that. I was actually looking up one time what they consider a family or a group of muskrats, and I think they have a couple of different names, and one of them was a pack. That sounds a little cooler sounds a little bit cooler than a couple of the other ones I read.
Yeah.
Muskrateers sounds pretty cool too. I like it.
It's weird. Some animals have, you know, 4 different names for the plural of that animal.
Yes. Yep. And that is one of them right there.
Right. Then you have deer. They don't even have one.
Yeah. Hey, if somebody has the link there for Lee Evans' PayPal, Sogo is looking for it. So if anybody can put that up and help support Lee Evans, help him. I don't have it, and I could probably get it, but not without interrupting the show. But if anybody else wants to shoot that up there for Sogo, we'll help him hook him up and help support Lee Evans. It always helps. I know that every now and then in my show, I'll get some a couple of PayPal donations, and I say, okay, what do we need now for the show? And we'll go shopping and get some stuff to make the show better. But see what else we got. So I know you've are you affiliated or any type of way with the Catfish Sumo guys? I know that you share a lot of stuff from them.
I mean, yes and no. Like, I mean, I'm not sponsored by them, you know what I mean? Like, nothing like that.
Right.
You know, I've talked to the owner a lot. That's actually how I got using these rods. I forget how I even found him. If it was Facebook or something like that. I think it's probably Facebook, because I don't think they're really on YouTube very much. But somehow we just started talking one day. This was probably like 3 or 4 years ago. And, we got started talking, and I was just like, well, I'll try one of the rods out, and I got it and liked it, and I said, well, I'll try one of the reels out, kind of one of those deals. Anyway, I've got, I don't know, probably 4 or 5 rods now, 2 or 3 reels. So every once in a while, if I find something I don't like about it or I do like about it, I'll send it over to him, and he listens to it. I'm not going to say, there's no Derek Zeckser rod coming out anytime soon, but he listens to my opinion, things like that. So we work together, but as far as being like sponsored, no.
I got you. I noticed. I didn't know if it was because you felt strongly with them or if you had some kind of connection with them. Freddie wants to know, what's your go-to bait?
All right, so my go-to bait is cut shad. It's, I don't know, it's easy to get. It's bloody. It's oily. It stinks. We still on there? You want to wait for a second? We still good?
No, we're still good on my end, buddy. You're good.
All right, cool. So the way I'll do it usually is I'll cut the head off, and then I'll cut the gut pocket out and just take, I'll leave the skin and scales and everything. I'll take the actual gut pocket itself out and the gizzard, and I'll use that separate. I'll use the head separate. And then once you take, I wish I had like a picture, but once you take that gut pocket out, you're pretty much left with however big the fish is, his spine section, and I'll just start cubing that off. And I'll use those in, honestly, like inch cubes is pretty much what I've had a lot of luck on. I used to use bigger pieces. I used to actually cut them different. I used to kind of fillet them and use the fillet strips. And one day me and my sister was fishing, and we had a bunch of short strikes. We weren't catching anything. And I was like, all right, watch this. I'm going to put the smallest piece of bait I can find on there. And I used, like I said, it was like an inch by inch cube. And we threw it out there, and she caught a 16-pounder. And I just haven't stopped doing it like that. So basically head, gut pocket, and then inch cubes until I run out of fish, and I'll grab another one. So
Justin says, I cut out the gut pocket to a fish taco. There you go.
I like that.
It painted a very clear visual. That's what I like. You don't have to ask more questions. You understand. One of my favorite ways, and I think I've shown it in some of my live videos, but that's what I like to do. I love to lay the shad right on their back, cut right behind the gills down to the spine, and then run the blade down the spine, cut the whole gut pocket out. And man, that exposes that spine, which holds the majority of the blood. And depending on the size of bait, I'll chunk that up from there, or I might use it whole. Because I love exposing the spine. I know some guys will make a flapper rig or something like that, and they'll take the spine out, and I'm like, you just got rid of the good stuff.
Yeah, and maybe that's why I've been having some better luck this year than in the past, because, like I said, pretty much every piece I use now has a little section of spine in it, whereas in the past I was using a lot of the fillets. But I don't know.
I'm just going to pause right here for a second because with me being out of the off the scene here for a minute, I was not aware of this. I didn't know why folks were asking for Lee Evans' PayPal, and it didn't matter to me. I love sharing and helping anyone out, but I did not know he fell off the deck and fractured his spine. He's going to be down to 4 to 6 months. So man, that is a tough situation for him. So thoughts and prayers go out to Lee Evans. Hopefully he can recover quickly and get back to doing what he loves. So thank you, Stan, for explaining that to me. I had no idea.
I didn't either. I was getting ready to ask you after the show, actually, because like you said, I've been out probably 2 weeks. I haven't really been watching anybody's shows or anything. So again, apologize for that. I've just been having a lot going on. I'm nothing bad, but just been busy. So I didn't know anything happened either. So.
And so if anybody, maybe we can get some get well cards or something flowing in from the catfish community. I'll be honest with you. I'm going to write this down. I know I could probably ask and get it again. But if we can get some get well soon cards or just show some love from the community for Lee Evans, that would be awesome. So thank you guys for sharing that. Paula Smith's in the house. Thank you, Paula, for tuning in. We'll get back to try to get back to the show here at hand. Minnow Duckers wanted to know what your favorite lake is down southern Ohio.
Depends on the day.
I've
honestly had pretty good luck at a bunch of them. I've had terrible luck at a bunch of them. I would say probably the most consistent. I don't know. I like Rocky. Rocky's a good one. Caesars Creek is becoming my favorite just because the fact they've been stocking blues for the last 3 years now. So
yeah.
even though it's a really hard lake to fish, even for people that fish it all the time, at least that's what I hear. I go out there and that lake's probably dealt me more skunks than any lake put together. But just the fact that those blues are in there and that they're going to get big eventually. And then on top of that, just the fact that it's hard, it adds to the challenge. I hate that lake and love it all at the same time. So I like Rocky. I hate Paint, just in case the crosses are still on here. I know you remember that trip out there. There's Brandon right there.
There we go.
Yeah, Paint Creek is not my favorite. But, I'll say Rocky for right now. But here in probably 5 years, I'm going to have to say it'd be Caesar Creek.
That's until I get you over to Hoover, pal.
Well, okay, yeah. He said South. He said South Ohio. That's not really.
Oh,
South.
yeah, I guess you're right.
I've never been. I've never been there either. I only see the pictures online. If David's still in here, he's your biggest one to talk to about that.
Yeah, he's my inside source on Hoover. I don't tap into him as much as I should, but with my boat being down right now, all I got's a 9.9 kicker motor and a good strong trolling motor. So I might be fishing Hoover a whole bunch if I can't get that thing straightened out fast. I'm trying to save some money up, take it to another shop. The shop I took it to, after about $400 parts and labor, the boat's no different than it was before I took it in. So I'm not doing that no more.
Wow.
I'm going somewhere else.
Right.
So
yeah. You say something?
I did not.
Oh.
We'll try to catch make sure we says Caesar Creek is a great musky lake.
Say that again. Uh-oh.
Oh, there he goes. Yeah, we could kind of see it coming, at least when he there you are again. Can you hear us now, buddy?
I can hear you. Can you hear me?
Yeah. Yep. We got you right back, buddy.
Gotcha. I'm a little
I think it's just on your end.
What is it? I'm sorry.
No, I'm trying to keep up with the folks in chat here. So we was talking about your places to fish and all that. It sounds like Brandon says Caesar's Creek's got monster channels, small population of good flatheads. The only fishing I've done on Caesar's Creek has been crappie, and I've caught some really good crappie out of that lake. I fish a little cove back here off 73, and I usually do pretty good back there. Oh, Freddie asked if you were dragging or anchored. Boy, I'll tell you what, he's having a hard time over there chasing service with Derek. That's about how it's been. He was doing pretty good. He was on a good roll there. Let's see. I just seen somebody pop in. Hey, or pig catfishing. What's up, buddy? We're just hanging out. We're talking a little bit with Derek from Ohio Catfish Chasers about some of his techniques and baits he likes to use for Freddie. He's normally dragging baits. I haven't been able to. I don't know if he started dragging planer boards yet. I know when I was fishing with him, he hadn't been dragging planer boards yet, and I think he might have had one set he was working with and trying to get used to. So he's normally dragging baits. Apparently deer hunting and streaming are the hard things to do right now. Yeah, I'd say deer hunting is hard to do right now. It's out of season. I'm not sure, unless you're just talking about for Derek individually.
I came in just in time to see that comment.
So
yeah, I don't know. I've got pretty bad service, and we got a pretty good storm you're ready to blow in, I think. So it's the combination of those two things.
We've got some horrible weather here through Ohio. I'm sure we're not alone throughout the rest of the country. Major cold front. We were 62 degrees today, and they're calling for 1 to 3 inches of snow tonight. So that's just to tell you.
I'm in a hoodie and jeans. I'm a little chilly already. Like you said, it was 62 earlier. I was in a t-shirt.
Yeah, we let's see, caught quite a few bigger than 17. So let's talk about that. I threw that your thumbnail up is I believe your PB, right, for your channel cat.
I didn't hear anything you just said. You sound like a robot.
What's your PB? Somebody type PB so you can see it. Snow, man, don't say that. We don't say 4-letter words like that in this chat. You keep that out of here.
I'm about to go walk around and find some service somewhere.
Yeah, you're losing. What the?
I was gonna do, but that's weird.
It was 76 here. Ohio is off of her meds. Mike Lewis, Team Whisker Tickler in the house. What's up going on? What's going on, buddy? The kids are in here trying to distract me the best I can. I don't know. Oh, you getting me more tea? All right. Looks like Derek's moving around. We're going to keep. Oh, man, he went in the truck. You might want to turn the heat on.
Right. Hey, this is better so far.
Oh, Rand, they're calling for. He's saying it's sleeting now in northern Arkansas.
Yeah, I saw. Was that Dockery that put on this morning? Yeah, some snow. Picture of some snow.
I hadn't seen it. If there was, D says get Shelby's phone. She has better service.
Right. She's not even here right now. I can't.
Kelly over at the Bullock Experience. I caught the tail end of his live stream, so I enjoyed that. Just haven't been doing a whole lot of streaming and watching. Tension's been with my girls, having a good time. Uncle Lou's in the house. Oh, I missed it. Anyway, Uncle Lou's in the house, tuning in, and he actually sent me some stickers here, along with Fishing with Mike Chavez. And so I'd like to dedicate the next part of the show here to getting some decals up. If there's Fishing and Cooking with Mike Chavez, that's a cool decal. Mike is fun. He has a great channel. If you guys haven't been able to check it out, we're going to put him right here. I like it, man. The board's starting to get some bling to it, starting to shine up. And then Uncle Lou's was able to send me a couple decals as well. Boy, those things turned out sharp. I really like it.
Yeah, that's a good looking decal.
We're gonna get Uncle Lou up here on the board as well. We've already got one ready. I learned my lesson trying to do this live and try to peel these things out. So I'm gonna scoot him in right here. Right underneath the muskrat.
No bubbles, Roger. No bubbles.
No bubbles. That's right. We'll try. See if I can peel that off there. Whoa, looky there. Looky there. Boy, that looks good, don't it? So if somebody could throw Uncle Lou's link up. I haven't talked to him for a while. Like I said, I've been crazy busy here at the house and whatever time I've been able to squeeze away, I was able to pull off a fishing trip, and man, I needed it bad. I needed it. So those are 2 channels highlights for the week. So fishing with Mike Chavez and Uncle Lou's. We'll get some. Show some love in there. Drop a couple links for me, guys, and I appreciate it. How do you send decals? Mike, in the description of this video, there should be my address. And if you guys feel like dropping anything in there, I've got Derek's link to his YouTube channel. I've also got a link to his Facebook affiliate page. Then from there you can get to his merchandise. So if you guys notice, like I said earlier, the Ohio Catfish Chasers, decals and merchandise. Why? Why? So the girls just brought me a night crawler. I don't know why they brought me a night crawler.
We found it.
Would you call it chunky?
Yeah, eat it.
No, I ain't eating it. No.
10?
No. The girls are trying to give me $5 to eat this thing. You guys are crazy.
Go drop in the fish tank.
Eating bait tonight.
I can go fry it.
No, the kids are offering to cook it for me.
All right, you're making a payment.
Throw an air fryer, might not be too bad.
Air fryer. Oh man, there's a whole bunch of eat-its in there. Luckily, they walked away with it, so I'm going to leave it at that. They were trying to give me $5 to eat this, and man, Chunky don't eat Yeah, there you go. Chunky got 500, so the girls need to step up. That's right. I'm guessing if that's for mine right there. My PayPal should be in the link of the description as well. If anybody wants to throw it up here on here to help these folks find it, that's fine. It should be in the description. If not, it might be in another video's description.
It's hard to remember to put them in all of them.
I just like to come on here and have a good time. What's that, buddy?
I said it's hard to remember to put your everything in the descriptions for all of them.
Well, I copy and pasted. I've got
Right.
a page is set up that I can just copy everything from and drop it in the description, so I don't have to remember to type it out every time. So come on, let's see the motor money in the room for Roger. There we go.
Need to get you set up on Amazon.
Yeah, I don't know if I can't get a motor on Amazon, but I could sure help put towards getting this thing fixed and straightened out. Let's see what else we got. Mike Lewis said he ate a night crawler for $20 one time out fishing. Oh man, I knew that this question was coming. I kind of shot myself in the foot filming myself catch all them skipjack. I had about 100 messages in my Facebook Messenger about bringing back skipjack and selling them or hooking me up and hooking them up. And I'm like, man, I can't. We didn't have enough cooler space. Honestly, we weren't really prepared to do that. We did bring back some. I think me and Zach split. I think I took 30 and hopefully he got about 30 as well. We just kind of split them up and went on. No, we had a good time. I'm missing what happened. Somebody said, "Booms, man, $500 to eat a worm. I am 3 worms away from a live scoop." There you go, Mark. Man, I'd like to have one of those, but man, it's way down the list of necessities right now. But it would be nice to have.
I put them in your tank and your one fish swallowed them all. And it's done moving.
Yep, I bet. Which fish was it?
The big fish.
The
one
that was 2 and they're remaining bigger than enough.
Oh yeah.
No, that's the Japari.
Oh yeah, I was right.
So the girls dropped the night crawler in my fish tank, and the fish are in there fighting over it. Basically, one fish came and sucked the whole thing down in one bite and is gone.
No, but it was like this one. It's kind of weird. He's a tiny fish.
Janice said, "Baby, eat the worm. I'll give you $5."
Yeah.
Hey,
You got
you're
to
up to 15. You're up to 15 now.
She,
Yeah, well, I'll Venmo you at like $5, so you'll be like,
yeah, the
$50.
girls are saying $5 each, so now I'm up to 15. Janice is gonna have to give me more than $5. We'll leave it at that.
Cuddles.
How many viewers you got on here right now?
We're at 48. We got 48 awesome folks tuned in. Check.
Everyone donates $1. That's $50.
That's what I was getting at.
Good boy.
That's story found. Sorry.
See how easy it is, the fish. He said, "See how easy it is, Muskrat. The fish made it easy. You just swallow it in one big bite, and it's over with."
Fish did it for free.
Now the girls want to put hooks on the worms and try to catch my fish out of my fish tank. We call that a pay lake.
No, that was a bait tank you had in there.
I got a bait tank out in the garage, but I got a bait tank out in the garage, but I got a 200-gallon aquarium in the house. It's fresh water.
Are there fish in it?
Yeah.
Oh, it's a bait tank.
No, I keep those ones. Oh, man. First of all, welcome, J-Dog, to the stream. I haven't seen you for a while. I haven't heard from you. Man, I need to give you a call and just see what's going on. Send you $50 Bass Pro card. Ooh, man.
Here, hand it here, Roger. I'll do it.
Chunky Palmetto charged $500 to eat worms. There you go. As soon as we get as soon as I get my my super chat link, let me take a look and see. I forgot to look and see how many subscribers we are right now. You guys are probably faster.
I was gonna say we're still little fish in the pond here.
850, yeah, 852 is where I'm sitting at right now. So thank you guys so much for that.
Awesome, man.
We're climbing. We're getting there. We're getting there. Baby steps right now. And I need to just crank out get some videos going as soon as things settle back down here. That's what's going to be. That's what's going to be on my high priority list. Man, I've got so much good footage right now. I need to start cranking out some videos for y'all.
I'm doing terrible. I got nothing at all.
Tommy, I'm having trouble with. I got a 91 Johnson GT 150, the V6. It's not wanting to run on all cylinders. I took it in the shop. They charged me $150 to tell me it was a power pack. I spent another $200 on a power pack, and it didn't change a thing. So
I did the same thing.
Yep. Well, you didn't take yours to the shop first. You just assumed and bought the power pack.
That's true.
I went and paid somebody to tell me what's wrong with my motor, and still didn't help none. I'm not sure how JP3 knows warm farts can't smell. Oh, he said can't smell good.
I mean, it should smell like dirt, right?
I'm guessing. We got Bob in here from Fins and Finds. Thanks for tuning in. Stator controls power pack. Yeah, I was thinking it was either the stator or the timer base is what in my mind.
That's what mine was.
The stator or timer base?
Timer base. Yeah.
See, I could not get it to start on the water unless I fully advanced the throttle. And on the outboard, you know that when you advance the throttle, it advances the timing. That's how outboards operate. And I don't have the neutral safety switch in mine. It broke, and it broke on me in the water. Instead of being stuck, I was able to rig it together, pull the switch out, and wire it direct. And I haven't ordered a new switch to replace it, which isn't safe, but it got me by. But if I advance the throttle all the way, that's the only time I could get it to want to fire on the water. And we finally got it going. Got us back to the boat ramp that day. But yeah, he says they're testable for volts. Yeah, unfortunately I'm clueless when it comes to the outboards. I can fake it till I make it so far with the help of YouTube, but after a while I have to reach out and get help. Detailed Chad to post the rest of that takedown. It was impressive. There you go. There we go. Hey, Sunfish Assassins joining in. At least you got yourself to the boat ramp. Yeah, J-Dog, appreciate that. I was out fishing with my buddy Herb. He's the one that's had the bag accident last year. He's still walking around a bum lake. They finally got him out of a cast, and he's walking in a tennis shoe. Not easy on him, but he's still, man, he's hard-headed and tough as a nail. So I got faith he'll be all right. He actually just bought himself another boat. It's actually the exact same boat as mine, but an 18-foot version instead of a 22-foot version. And we're getting it all rigged up and set up and ready to roll. Bill, I'll do that. I will do that. I seen you got yours run. Yours was down and running like in a day. But I'll hit you up. I love fishing with new folks and having new adventures. Derek coming to Sandusky Bay tournament on May 15th. You going up to that, Derek?
I'll be there.
Cool. Man, I didn't know it, but I think I'll be just leaving. Tentatively, our plans were to go to Sandusky or Lake Erie on May 11th through the 14th. So I'll be rolling down there. Huh?
That's why I asked if you were fishing that tournament, because it sounded like you were going to be there around the same time.
Yeah, I didn't even realize that was going on right there. We may actually move the days just a little bit. Of course, if the boat don't get back together quick, I'm going to move the days anyway. But man, that's so frustrating and tiring. I have to say every week that the boat's messed up.
I know what you mean. I wish I could post the GPS graph of me trying to get back to the boat ramp at that Rocky Fork tournament.
I would have loved just to have a screenshot of your GPS when it just showed on the screen. You just kept going in circles down the lake.
Well, I don't know who it was, but there were some guys still fishing because I left early because I knew it was going to, take me some more time. And I'd go past them, and then, I could go right all I wanted, but I couldn't go left. So the boat would start drifting right, and I'd have to make a complete right turn and then start going back, way left of where I was wanting to go, and then let the boat start drifting to the right. And it took a while. And then I got right out to the cove where I was getting ready to go to the ramp, right there, the long slip. And for some reason, I could not get in that cove. I just sat there and kept doing circles out in front of it. It worked.
Stan posted up for Palmetto's Iron Cat tournament. It's going to start 6 p.m. this Friday. That is going to be a cool one. I'm not sure how long I'd last, but it's definitely going to be fun to watch and see who pulls it out. And if I remember right, that was a $500. That was a $500 winning. So that's good money. That's good stakes on the line. That's a lot of incentive.
And all you gotta do is stay awake.
All you gotta do is stay awake, catch fish.
You don't have to catch fish, do you?
No. If I'm going to stay awake for 24, 36 hours, I'm going to have to catch some fish.
Oh, absolutely. I think I love fishing. I can go out there and drown minnows or drag shad forever and not catch anything and still love it. But I think probably 12 hours, no fish, I'd be gone.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I could probably, I think 24 to 36 hours I could do as long as I'm catching some fish.
Oh yeah, right.
And maybe longer, but under that, if I'm not catching fish, it'd be tough.
Yeah, that day you and me fished Paint Creek, that was tough by itself. I think we were only out there 8 hours, 9 hours.
Yeah. Couple
and
fish.
We ended up catching we got 6 that day or something.
And most of it was right at the very end of the day.
Yeah, yep.
J-Dog's built a pontoon. He says I'm welcome to it. I do. I want to fish with just about everybody. I mean, I know realistically it'd be kind of hard to do. One, to travel and gas and all that stuff, it catch up to me pretty quick. Man, there's just so many people that I enjoy talking to and videos I enjoy seeing, and so many folks. I could start on the East Coast and end up on the West Coast and just have a ball, just hooking up and fishing with folks and having a good time. Over on the East Coast, man, Kevin and them been running up the coast and hitting, you know, all these other guys up and fishing together. Man, that looks like so much fun. Get Bob says 12 hours no fish. You're used to that.
I've been there.
Yeah, that's tough.
Yeah.
Jumping in with us on Payne or Rocky. I'll have to do that, man. Give me a heads up. My schedule's pretty open right now. I got a few things coming up. We've got a family member that's not doing well. Not to put a whole lot of information out there, but they're not going to be with us much longer, and so we're getting ready to make a 2 or 3 day trip up to Philly, spend some time with the family up there, and get that taken care of. I believe that's coming around May 8th, I believe, or 9th. I'm not sure if me or my wife's going to take that trip, but we got some stuff going on there. Today's actually my mother-in-law's birthday. She never tells us her real age, so I'm not 100% sure how old she is. I'm thinking she was 71, but today was her birthday. That's Janice's mother. So happy birthday to her. She is an awesome lady. You're wavering again. I'll come to the river any weekend you want to fish. We have a boat with everything on it. Heck yeah. I'll probably, just meet up with you guys partway. That's a long way down here, my part of the river. Take me, I could hook up with you on your area, and I learn a new area, I suppose. Even if I have to handcuff myself to your boat wheel. Well, I started wondering there, J-Dog, where that was going. You're talking about using handcuffs. Thank you, Mark. Appreciate that. Thank you, guys. So, Derek, what kind of plans do you got? I know you said you was going to. You're looking at fishing the Sandusky Bay tournament. I know you're having some steering issues after the event on Rocky. Baron, that you're able to get that settled right away, and that's not a real hard fix. And I can come up here and give you a hand with it as soon as you get your cable in. It's actually not nearly as hard as it looks. But what else you got in the plans for this year?
So yeah, first of all, obviously get the steering fixed. I'm not really, too worried about how, getting that done. It's just having the time. We were kind of talking before the show. I've just been really busy. Like I said, that's how come I haven't been to anybody's shows here lately. I haven't even made the measurements to know how long that I need. I was actually getting ready to ask you how long yours was. I know your boat's longer, but my buddy, he's got a set of 11 footers he told me I could have if it was the right length. I didn't know if that'd even be close, because mine's 17, basically 18 foot.
So the way to measure that is you want to measure from the end of the steering rod on your motor, right, all right, over to your gunnel. So that's going to be probably around 24 inches. And then you want to measure up your gunnel to your steering wheel, whatever distance that is. And then you're going to need probably another 24 inches to go from your gunnel to your steering column, somewhere thereabouts.
Right.
So you want to make sure you take all those measurements in consideration. Don't just measure down the gunnel. It's got to be all the way around.
Right.
So you just want to take 3 measurements basically, and then add those 3 together. You could be. Go ahead.
I heard that once you take those 3 measurements, you're supposed to add 6 inches. I mean, I don't know. That's the chart I was looking at. That's what they said to do. But probably just more for like a, what's the word I'm looking for? A little bit of a tolerance. But
yeah, I think so. Why? All right. The way I would do it. Hang on. Come on in. My daughter's here, and if my wife's still on,
Hey, Janice.
This is the daughter that come in from Connecticut. She's camera shy.
Well, basically.
Kind of.
Can you fix the TV after?
Yeah, I'll take care of it. Give me a minute. What I would do, buddy, I would go ahead and disconnect it and pull your cable through, but have a rope tied to the end of it. Pull that all the way through out, undo the steering column and all that, pull all the way up through, and you'll have a rope to be able to pull it back through. Then untie your rope, and then you can measure exactly how long is the one you have and match it up from there. If you really want to play it safe, in my opinion, that would be the best way to go about it. You can do the measurements and add a few inches. Obviously, you can have a couple extra inches, and you could get away with that, and it'd still be okay. If you end up a couple inches short, you're in trouble.
Right.
But for me, I would.
Go ahead.
Nope. Paul said the same thing. Pull the old one and measure it.
Okay, I might do that because what I was wanting to do was measure it like you were saying and how that diagram was, and then tape the new cable to the old cable and pull it through that way. But I might do that, as long as I have something still going through there, because fishing that through there by itself, I do not see being fun. But
no, not on your boat. My boat, underneath my gunnels is wide open, so it's really easy for me. But on a bass boat, you're going to have a little more. You're going to have a little more struggle to get it through there.
Right. But anyway.
And I'll come help you with that. I don't, you just let me know when you got it, and I can come down or come up and help you.
Awesome. But yeah, so as far as plans, that May 15th tournament, and then there's another one up there. I think it's, I want to say October 16th. I signed up for it. If I make it up there, cool. If not, whatever.
Okay.
The river 100% is happening this year, whether it's, you, myself, both, whatever, it's happening. So that's on there. So September, I can't remember the date, but sometime in September, I'm going back down to Mississippi, doing the crappie fishing thing again. So there's that trip. And then, as far as plans go, that's kind of it right now. I think I am going to do more lives this year than I know last year I did. I don't know. I'd say probably more of the recorded, edited stuff than the lives, which is cool. It's fun to do that way, especially if you have somebody that, doesn't want to be on camera or, per se, or doesn't know any of the YouTube people. So they'd be bored if you're sitting there talking to everybody, you know what I mean? But at the same time, trying to, go fishing, get home, go through the footage, see what's good, what's not, get it edited, go to work. It's just trying to get that footage out is hard. I know you're saying you got a bunch saved up to use and you just haven't had a chance to get it out. So I think I'm gonna do more lives to kind of give me a little bit more personal time, some more home life. But that's kind of all I got as far as the 2021 season goes.
Hey, if you missed it there, Justin said give him a holler, and if you need help with that, he can help you out as well. I know he's a little bit closer than I am, but
yeah, just a little bit.
But I don't mind. It seems like just about everybody kind of in agreement with pulling it through, making sure you tie a rope or something to it so you can be able to fish it back through there when you're done.
Right.
Sounds like it'd be the most sure way to get it done and be accurate.
Yeah, I didn't think about that. Like I said, I was wanting to pull the new cable through with the old cable. That's how I've been doing my transducer wires and things.
Right.
But, I can definitely see Shelby's home, but I can definitely see how it'd be more accurate to do it the way you're just saying.
She's going to think you're kind of weird just sitting out in the car talking to yourself.
Right. She's going to be really confused when she's looking up in the carport and there's a ring light sitting there, my fishing rod, and I'm nowhere around. But that's what I understand. I literally, you might be able to see on the other side of my boat there through the windshield.
It looks like it's raining.
Yeah, it's raining. But that's what
I see the ring light.
I was having all kinds of connection issues, and I go 15 feet, sit in the car, and we haven't really had any issues yet.
Yeah. Yep. But Well, has anybody got any questions for Derek with Ohio Catfish Chasers? We just hit our 1 hour mark, and you guys got any questions for him? We can keep on rolling. If not, the girls they're asking me to make s'mores, and the only way I could figure out to help make them s'mores, because now it's really windy and now it's raining, it's going to snow soon, is my grill that I used to take on the boat and take the grill part off and cook their marshmallows over the flame. Brandon wants to know about your big derby win. What's up with that?
Oh boy.
So first of all, that is one of Derek's other passions is derbies. And so you actually just had a derby this weekend, didn't you?
Yeah. Yep. 2-day event.
So let's go ahead and go with that.
What is it? I'm sorry.
Let's talk about your derby win.
I got you. So it was a 4-man team show, and keep that up or I'll forget about it. It was a 4-man team show down in actually it was kind of down. Well, it was kind of the other way from you. It was down in Waverly. But on Saturday it was the heats, and I think 7 teams ended up showing up. So also on Saturday it was 4-on-4, and we won our heat pretty quick. I think it was like 1 minute and 30 seconds. So they basically impounded our cars overnight. Oops, got my finger in there. And so we went home, got some parts and everything, came back Sunday, worked on the cars, all the way up until time to run. And then Sunday in the afternoon, all of the winners from Saturday of their heats, went into, one feature. And there was also, so there's 7 teams, 1 team got a bye. So there was 4 teams in the feature. And I don't know, we, when you've been derbying as long as I have, you start, every year you get more and more friends and you meet new people, just like fishing. So I ended up knowing everybody in there, so it was almost more fun hitting your buddies than it was hitting somebody you don't know. But it was, everybody just, there was so many bragging rights at stake, let alone the money. So it was the hardest derby I've ever drove. And, we put a lot of time and effort in. I've been so tired the last 2 days. You probably see it in my face still. I'm just drained. But I lost steering in my car and ended up dying. And I started looking around, and I looked over to my left, and the only 2 cars left going was my buddy and one other guy. And he made one shot, laid his wheel over, and he couldn't move after that. So we ended up winning. But it was awesome. No, Lou, I run mini stock. I usually run Luminas, but they weren't letting Luminas run this show, so I ran a Toyota Camry. So.
Dang.
Uh-oh. Hang on a minute. Getting a phone call.
Oh, boy.
That's Shelby.
Oh,
She probably didn't even see me in the car.
Now she is really freaked out. Like,
probably. About to have to honk, let her know I'm out here.
yeah, there you go. The boat turning left helped with his win. You're having all kinds of steering problems between the boat and the derby car, too.
Yeah, no kidding. But going back, here she is. Hang on. Going back to somebody's question, I forget who it was. I use Catfish Sumo rods and reels. So.
Okay, yeah. I was hoping you saw that.
No, I didn't have service over there, but I got service right here.
Hi, Shelby.
She's on freezing. Back in the house. Lou,
There
I
you
started
go.
with the big cars, but I didn't have any luck with them, man. I couldn't keep them running. I had issue after issue, and actually, what got me running the minis was my buddies 3 years ago. We actually entered a full-size stock team show with 4 Chevy Luminas, and we didn't win, but we went in and put a hurting on them boys. So, my car actually kept running. I was actually able to derby rather than just break down after the first 30 seconds. So I've been running those minis ever since.
There you go. I've always told myself I wanted to do that. I got close once, and the transmission went out the day before the Derby, which I guess is a good thing.
I've had that happen, man. The Derbies, they're either you're going to know in the first 5 seconds if you love it or hate it.
It was a big Ford LTD. I was ready to pound down, but didn't happen.
Other plans. Yeah.
But well, guys, looks like I think we hit everybody's questions.
If we missed anybody, you know, I think you said that my link's in your description. Just go on any of my videos or my Facebook, whatever. Post your questions. You know, I'm no expert by any means, but I do have a passion for the sport, as obviously you guys do if you're sitting here at 9 o'clock at night talking about it. But you know, I'll answer any question to the best of my ability. You know, help anybody out the most I can. And you know, I'm not the most creative person, so anybody that has any questions that, you know, would be better answered on a video, let me know. You know, I'll make a video about it. Like I said, if I can answer it, I'm not just gonna throw a video together, but if I can actually.
Well, here's one from Justin. Let's know if Cowan's hitting yet.
What is it? Oh, Cowan. As far as crappie go, one of my buddies was over there. I think he said yesterday, caught 52 crappie.
Woo! That's pretty good. That is pretty good.
PBs. So you're gonna make me say it.
I wasn't gonna bring it up, but it's Miss D. And if D asks, I'm gonna put it up.
I'll say it. So if we're talking about the same thing. So my personal best channel is verified 18.5 pounds. I caught one, the thumbnail for this video. I caught the one in the video or in the thumbnail 3 days before the 18.5. And I'm telling you, the one that I caught in my thumbnail probably could have ate that one. So, I mean, it wasn't 30 pounds, you know what I mean? At the time, I guessed 20 because I didn't want to, you know, I didn't want to say something too big and people be like, oh, there's no way, you know, so I always try to guess low if I'm guessing. So anyway, I was guessing 20, then I caught the 18.5. So my best reasonable guess is 21 to 23. But, you know, as far as verified goes, it's 18.5. My personal best blue is, I would say, I didn't even weigh it. I'd say probably 3 pounds. They just started stocking them in my local lake. So, you know, they're pretty small. And then as far as a flathead goes, I have yet to catch one. So about that big.
Well, as soon as we get things squared away here, I plan on smashing all those for you. I don't know about the channel cat. Channel cat.
Yeah, that one might be kind of hard. I don't know, especially on the river.
Yeah,
lots of competition down there.
I'd like to smash mine. Of course, I just got that 16 out of Rocky Fork like 3 days before the tournament. But
I know we were just talking about it. The day before?
Yeah. My PB before that was 13 pounds.
Yeah, I remember. I just told you. I said, man, we're gonna have to get out and beat that one, kind of like what you were just saying to me. And then the next day, I get a picture. Boom.
Brandon says he's changing the flathead situation for you. I'd hold him to it if I was you.
Yeah, so he lives probably, I don't know, Brandon, 10 minutes, 15 minutes from me. And we talk fishing all the time, you know, just text message here, text message there, or whatever. I think one day we ended up talking on the phone somehow, and we talked for like 3 hours one night. But he's big on the flathead, which, I mean, I'd like to catch him. I know I've got a buddy that fishes I've got a Facebook acquaintance that fishes the Maumee, and he's caught quite a few nice ones out of there, and it gives me the itch, but you know, I just don't know anything about rivers and fishing like that. So I'd be stuck fishing lakes, and you know, as well as I do around us, that's not the place to target flatheads. So
real quick, Fishing Miss South, I am in Southern Ohio. So I'm about an hour north of the Ohio River and about an hour south of Columbus, Ohio. There's Tommy there. He's the one that caught big fish at the tournament with a 16.9.
Okay,
channel
I
cat
got you.
out of Rocky Fork. So
That was at that tournament back in March.
Yeah, he's the same tournament you and I were in.
Right.
That's Tommy there. He's the one with the big fish that
Right.
out of that tournament.
I got you. I didn't know who that was.
Oh,
But
yeah, I love it. I love it. We get in here, man. We get to talk to each other, and you know, we got a lot of folks from Ohio here. I mean, I'm just looking. You know, I've met Justin's Fishing Fetish, Minnow Dunkers, Mike Kaufman. Actually, I don't think I haven't fished with Mike Kaufman yet. I don't think we've been talking about it, but we're going to. Of course, I fished with yourself and many others, so it's fun. We got a lot of Ohio guys. Paul's another Ohio guy. I like to get on the boat with. War Pigs in here, man. It's neat when you know, we can get to talking about this stuff, and you know, we're all passionate about catfishing. Obviously, like you said, it's 9 o'clock at night, and at least in our time zone, and we're talking about catfish.
Mm-hmm.
And then you know, you meet other like-minded people, and especially when we fish relative same waters and compare notes and you know, talk about this and that. It makes it a lot of fun.
Oh yeah, and that's what, you know, talking about comparing notes. That's what kind of got me excited right now. That the 18.5 pounder I caught on my birthday on May 7th, and then that 20-ish I caught on May 3rd, or no, May 4th. I'm sorry. So we're getting into, you know, that late April, early May. That's my favorite time to target big channel cats, man. And we're right on it. So I'm getting pretty excited. That boat, it's getting measured, and we're getting the process started tomorrow. Like I said, I've been building that derby car and get ready for this weekend for the last 2 or 3 weeks. Plus, I had a few other things going on. I've got that new bird dog pup I've been training a little bit, so I've been busy. But it's time. The boat's coming out tomorrow. Getting a little work done to it.
There we go. Hey, Kevin Baker, thanks for stopping in. Fishing Chick, I believe my address is in the description of this video. If I forgot this video, many of the other videos, it should have all my description. Should have my address, the links to the Muskrat Adventures Facebook page, and all that stuff should be in the description. So, if not, I could message you on a video, or you can send me a message on any of my videos, and I can message you back with the address. I love putting these stickers up. You know, somebody was trying to convince me to go with a green screen, and you know, maybe later down the road I will, but for right now, I really enjoy looking back here and seeing, you know, catfish and crappie, Ohio. There's your buddy, Ohio Catfish Chasers. You know, I love seeing all these videos and shows that hooks and hammocks, fishing with the Chad. I like seeing that stuff back there, and I like sharing it. And both Uncle Lou's and Mike Chavez sent me 2. Actually, Uncle Lou sent me a couple, and so I'm able to show the love up on the board, and then also put some bling on the boat, and so it's always a good time. Yes, I think Tommy said it up there. We need to get together. We've been talking about it for a while. Ohio get together.
It kind of happened at Rocky that day, almost.
It kind of did. Yeah, unofficially it did. I'd like to put something together. Obviously, I'm waiting on my boat to be done, because I don't want to jump on planning something out and be like, oh, I can't go.
Right.
But I'd be more than happy to help plan an event with all of us from here, and hook up and get together. Fishing Chick, his mailing address is in the About section of his home YouTube page. Thanks, Dan. I appreciate that, buddy. I forgot about that. That it would be there as well. Catfish Bob's group.
Go ahead.
What's that, buddy?
I was just going to say, the Ohio get together thing, I'd be happy to help you out if you go to get where you're actually, you know, ready to start talking numbers and making it happen.
Yep, numbers and dates.
Yeah.
Yep. We need to make it happen. You know, obviously not everybody's going to make it. and that's fine.
Right.
You know, we can maybe plan on doing a couple a year or something like that. And that way, get everyone an opportunity to make one if they can, and if not, I mean, it is what it is. I've missed a lot of events here lately, but
You can't make them all, man.
can't make them all. Well, like, even these live streams, I try to hit everybody. There's actually starting to be a lot of doubles now where it's hard to catch two shows at once, or live fishing. I actually had somebody message me the other day about live fishing. And this wasn't this week. It was a couple weeks ago, actually. Somebody wanted to know if I would be upset if they went live fishing during my show. And I was, absolutely not. You go live as much as you can. You fish when you can.
Oh yeah.
I don't see. My personal opinion, I don't see a problem with it. I don't care if there's 10 guys going live on Tuesday night. As far as I'm concerned, it gives you guys lots of variety. You can go check out some live stream. You can hop in here and chat with the group for a little bit, and you can go check out another live stream. I think it creates a lot of traffic and movement. If like right now I've got 40 people in chat, and if somebody says, dude, Chunky just hooked up with a monster, I mean, my numbers are going to drop. They're going to go check out Chunky.
I'm leaving.
And if I was in another chat, I would do the same thing.
Right.
And so as far as I'm concerned, go fishing when you can, because it's good for you.
Yeah.
Right.
And like you were just saying, there's starting to be doubles, and I'm not knocking anybody that's, a double on a night or whatever. But there's just so many channels, so many good channels, talk shows, fishing, all kinds of stuff that, for one, it's hard to keep up, like you were just saying. Even like not the last couple of weeks, I've been busy. I got an excuse, but even before that, when I'm not doing anything, sitting at home trying to keep up, it's just hard. So then, the flip side of that, trying to go live when somebody else isn't live is almost impossible anymore, Yeah. So, I mean, I get the respect thing when somebody has a scheduled show, but, like you just said, and we've talked about it before, the best time to go fishing is when you can. Who cares what the weather's like, what the pressure's like. If you can go and you can stand the weather outside, go. And if you want to go live, like you said. I agree.
And for me, I've done it. I've gone live on a Sunday morning, because I fish on the weekends a lot with Zach and Skip, and I've gone live on a Sunday morning. I love staying to death, and it would never be to disrespect, but we was on some fish and had some content to share, and like I said, it gives people variety. I love when I've got 3 or 4 channels live that I can kind of hop back and forth and scan through, and there's lots of different circles through different people's channels. And, sometimes you get a chat with other folks that you don't normally get a chat with in somebody else's live stream. And, and honestly, sometimes it's good growth, good exposure for your own channel to interact and be part of other people's circles. That's why I really like doing these collaborations to get people come on the show and be able to talk about, different fishing in different parts of the country or different areas. And, the more we intertwine with each other's circles, I think the stronger things will be. D, thank you. Thank you for that. That is my address there. I don't know why I didn't just put it up myself or ask somebody to do that. It's in every video, so it is not a secret. So right there's the address for right here. If you guys want to send a sticker and decal in, and we'll post you up on the board back behind me, and do a little thank you as well. If you got enough available to send 2, I'll add 1 to the boat. If not, 1 is fine. It will go on the board. And I just love sharing the bait, so to say, and I like seeing this board filling up with all these cool channels. So
I was getting ready to say the rate you're going to need a bigger board here in a minute.
That's all right. I'll figure something out. I'll add more board. I'll move some stuff around if I have to.
I'll start putting them on the wall.
Huh? Yeah, start sticking them to the wall. Let's see. Oh man, I appreciate that, Smitty. I don't know about all that, if I'm a great man or not, but I do the best I can. and I try to help as many people as I can. I just, like I said many times before, I'm your average dude that likes to fish more than your average dude. I definitely don't know everything. I share what I have found works for me or things I've seen done. Absolutely is not the only way to get things done. But I love teaching what I know, sharing what I can, and hopefully something, everybody's able to take something away sometimes and put it in their tackle box and use it later.
Yeah, like you just said, something that might work for you might not work for somebody else. I've got a guy that I talk to on Facebook quite a bit, and he's fairly new to the catfishing side of it. And I give him all the knowledge I can offer him. And we were talking the other day about bait, and I said, I use shad, almost exclusively, just like I was telling you guys, which is true. That's actually it's funny. I was trying to do this show in the house tonight, and I walked in there and I was getting ready, and my pup was over there smelling one of my rods, and I didn't really pay attention to it. And Shelby says, "Why is there shad on your hook?" And I was like, I didn't know it was there. So that was just a little funny thing that happened. But anyway, he was saying he's been using shad and it hasn't been working for him. So, you just got to find what works in your area and where you're fishing. And, I know he'd been getting skunked for, weeks using shad. And he went out there with, I think he said, night crawlers and one other thing he was using, maybe shrimp or something, and ended up catching like 3. So it just depends, you know what I mean? It depends on, where you're fishing, what the fish want, and what's going on. So you just got to get out there and experiment.
All right. I got to stop this for a second. Stan says, "I'm still pissed, Roger. You blankety blank. I'm never coming back."
Are you confused?
Yeah.
I bet he's mad. Because you said you'll go live on Sunday morning, even if he's live.
Oh, yeah. I said I did. I don't intend to, but I did.
I'm sure he's kidding, but I bet that's what he's talking about.
I know. Stan's my brother, man. We get along just fine.
Yeah. Stan's a good guy. And like you were just saying, when I'm down in Mississippi, I'll be there on the weekend. And, if I'm catching, 2-pound crappie, I'm probably going to have to go live. So.
Oh, yeah. Right there. That's one of the most underutilized baits out there is night crawlers. Man, I love using worms after a flood, after some high water.
Oh, yeah.
Really, anytime you could use night crawlers, and you don't know that might be the bait. I think it's like an instinct to hit that bait. It's just something programmed in every fish. It doesn't matter. I've got bait in my bait tank out there. I could throw night crawlers in it, and they all go crazy. I don't care what fish it is. They all go for it. Same with my fish tank in here. The girls were showing me pictures and videos of all my fish going crazy over that worm she dropped in there.
Yeah, like you said, that's instinctual for them. They're gonna eat what they were, born and bred to eat. The will to survive is tops everything. But I'd call it a monster.
What do you consider?
Well, I'm trying to charge my phone here. Sorry. Getting ready for bed? No, I'm not getting ready for bed. My phone thinks I'm going to bed, I guess. But so yeah, around us, a 2-pounder is a giant. Now down in Mississippi, I'd say a 2-pounder's, I don't want to say average, but closer to average.
Yeah, I figured Stan was just poking ribs with me. That looks Fields and Crosses will be crappie fishing together Sunday. That might be a live show worth watching. I don't know. They can't really censor it if it's live.
That's a big problem I have. That's why sometimes you'll hear me stuttering or kind of pausing before I say stuff. This isn't my normal everyday talk.
Yeah. Hey, Tommy, see you, buddy. Thanks for tuning in, brother. I appreciate it.
Hey, congrats on that Rocky Fork win. Now that I know who you are.
Yeah. Yeah, he had big fish.
Okay. Yeah, you're right. Yeah, big fish in the winter was different. I'm sorry.
You're right.
I was happy with my 2.
he may or may not want me to say this, but he actually all the money that he won from that, he donated to that family. The girl that fell through out there at Rocky Fork, he ended up donating all that money to that family just to help them out.
That's awesome.
Good people, man. I love being associated with the folks here in chat and a lot farther than these folks in chat, but the catfish community as a whole, man, just never ceases to amaze me. It's always outpouring. Again, before we wrap things up, thoughts, prayers, vibes, whatever you care to do for Lee Evans to help him out. I did write down the address for where he's staying at now. Guys, if you got it in your heart to pick up a card and just jot down some words of encouragement for him to help get through a tough time, please do so. If you're able, there was a link shared up there for the PayPal. If you're able to help him out. If not, like I said, just words of encouragement to help him along could go a long way. I'd love to see just an outpouring of cards and letters or whatnot go into him. I know Lee Evans hasn't been in the scene for a long time, but he's good people, and that's what we want to do to help each other out and getting back in the game and getting back out there doing what he loves. If it's any one of us, it'd be a tough way to have to settle. So we're going to wrap things up here and call it a night. Derek, thanks again for tuning in or joining us. Tuning in. Thanks everybody else for tuning in. Appreciate you all being here. Next week, same cat time, same cat channel. We'll see you then. Night, y'all.
Yep. See ya. Thanks, Roger.
Yes, sir.